openness and accountability. We are committed to being part of it. There is nothing to hide. We have nothing to hide as a government. And that's why I'm surprised when Dr. Atuforsen talks like that, because this budget, the figures he's relying on, we gave it.
The revenue was 19.3 billion Ghana cedis, and he ended up spending 8.12 billion. Now, that was in 2020. In 2021, he did not give a figure of revenue, but he stated that he utilized 3.9 billion. Then he comes to tell us how much he programmed for 2020 and 2021, and that sums up to 15.8 billion. Actual utilization, he said 12.04 billion. It gives you a difference of 3.76 billion. So this is where the breakdown lies. In 2020, the minister asked for 11.16 billion. Then he ended up using 8.12 billion. Now, in 2021, he asked for 4.6 billion. He ended up using 3.91 billion. That's not all. A breakdown of where the monies went to. So support to household, he talks about health infrastructure, economic relief, stabilization and revitalization, all summing up to 8.12 billion. Then he in 2021, so that was for 2020. In 2021, he talks about provision of free water and electricity for lifeline consumers. He talked about national COVID-19 response, seed fund for capitalization, agenda 111, cost of revitalization payments, procurement of COVID-19 vaccines, all summing up to 3.9 billion cedis. Now, this is a description of what the finance minister himself said when he presented the mid-year budget review. In 2020, he said he spent 8.12 billion. Now, in between January and September, that was when he presented the mid-year budget review, he said we had spent 2.65 billion. Today, he's talking about some 3.9 billion. And so that means that between November and December, we had spent 1.25 billion, making it the 3.9 billion, and totaling 12.04 billion he's talking about. Let's look at the source of funding. That has also generated some controversy today after the finance minister presented the budget. You see IMF, World Bank, European Union, and all the others giving us a fund of 19.30 billion, and that is actually captured in page 99 of the mid-year budget review of 2021. If you look at the 2021 mid-year budget review, page 99 again, it presented source of funding of Government of Ghana, World Bank, Korea, Germany, also summing up to 6.29 billion. So that means that if you open that budget, page 99, you will see both captured there. Today, the finance minister did not present this particular one. This is what he presented in his presentation. So the question has been, where is the 6.29 billion? Where has that gone to? If you add the 6.29 billion plus the over 19 billion, that gives you 25.68 billion. That is also captured in page 99 of the mid-year budget review. This is going to be the thrust of our conversation. And then he talks about funding from outside. Only outside funding gives you 9.97 billion. In the presentation.
Why are you excluding Korean money? 30 million. Why are you excluding it? Why are you excluding all this money, grant from Korea government? Why are you excluding it? You are excluding it conspicuously in this document. So please, I shall let me take my time and take you through.
I mean, it's exactly
you see what I have here.
Yeah.
Number one, Korea government gave us a grant. A grant.
Yeah.
Of 65 million.
Okay.
65 million grant is missing in the document that the minister gave to us. Again, Korea gave us 30 million medical equipment provision project in response to COVID-19. It is missing from here. Korea again gave us another 30 million COVID-19 emergency response program. It is missing from here. Germany also gave us 40 million euros reform financing budget support. 280 million is here. It's not here. So all this money, according to your own budget statement, is missing in what the minister accounted for. And you don't want us to talk about it.
So
why
I mean, that's what I was trying to say. Why is this excluded?
When you look at the 2021 budget, we had a deficit, a gap of 25 billion to fill.
Okay.
And we did that through this financial mobilization we did through loans and other things to fill that gap. So the 19.3 was the direct COVID-19 expenditures.
Okay.
Okay, and the expenditures, we may not have added the other 6 billion because maybe they didn't go into COVID-19 expenditures. But today's information was to account for what was spent directly and indirectly to COVID-19 expenditures. So if maybe we didn't add the 6 billion, it may not have been part of the direct expenditures.
That is why I have a problem.
So maybe I can check on that one.
Okay.
But the important thing is that if you check, there is no inconsistency in terms of this 12 billion and 19 billion that we are talking about. The 12 billion for the 2 years is the actual expenditure we made in 2020, which was 8 billion, and 3.9 billion in 2021. That gives you 12 billion. Now, Honorable Atufo will say, where's